Arturo, how are we feeling today?
You know what? Better than the last game. It's at least we won. I can't say it was like that big of an improvement in how we played, but improved enough.
I
So
think it's a big improvement
you think so?
to go to Spartan Lisbon
Yeah.
and then to get a goal, a win.
Well, you know what? You're right because they are a much better team to play against than the other guys. But I don't know. I just still feel like there's a lot to work on.
Yeah, I believe there's a lot to work on. I think the players are just tired. Um, what do you think about playing Max Doman, starting him for the rest of the season?
I mean, every time he comes on, he kind of like I feel like there's like a re-energization or he re-energizes the team.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just like because he's like 12 years old and needs like 2 minutes of sleep,
Yeah.
but he's like explosive. He's like young energy. He gets all the players like, oh shit, we got to keep up. I don't mind it. He's also just a fun kid to watch. He might some make mistakes, but that's more so like because he's so young. But he's very he takes risks. He's not as calculated as the other players. He just wants to go out there and like play the best game he can.
I've always been a very big critic of our manager because I want more from him.
Yeah.
But today you have to give credit to him, the timely substitution, even though I feel like they're still late. Do you think we should see more of this substitution coming earlier so that we don't go into the 90 minutes and, all pressured?
Yeah, I think our subs should be coming a little earlier because it is. I was just saying how it's been a consistent thing that we've won a lot of games. Luckily, in the umpteenth hour. So I mean, it's hard to say because you also don't want to kind of like you want to see when you want to see the right moment when to synergize another player in the team. You'll want to strike when the iron's hot, so to speak. But yeah, I think I wouldn't really mind seeing some substitutions earlier, especially like when you start to see some players making some pretty early blatant mistakes, and then it's like, all right, like they're clearly not having a great game. Let's get them off and like get somebody else in there just to get more playing time.
We're going into the weekend. I'm facing Bournemouth. What do you think of starting, front three should look like, especially the striker?
You know what? I don't mind Max on there. I think that'd be great.
Do you feel like we should start Havertz like up front and see how that goes? I mean, he hasn't really started a lot of games this season. Probably maybe Gyökeres is tired as well. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I never have an issue with Yakuras. I always feel like he's one of the few players that I kind of feel is always kind of taking more risks than not. I mean, he does make some egregious mistakes sometimes that I'm just kind of like, what are you doing? But I never feel like I'm trying to get him to shoot the ball. I'm never screaming that at him. You know how some players, even like Saka, where I'm just like, just shoot it. Yakuris goes for it, even if it's like way off. I at least appreciate the gusto to kind of like keep going.
And we spoke about the touches that we have. Well, we have a lot of touches, but mostly they are like at the back of
Yeah,
the
we
of
start
the
deep.
like starting deep. You know, I would like to see more like touches, like in the midfield and the third half of the game.
Yeah, I mean our midfield. I think our midfield was struggling this game a lot. Like we didn't really have anything going on. That's kind of why. I think that's kind of where Sporting was capitalizing on us.
Who would you say was your man of the match for the game?
Raya.
Right.
Yeah, I mean Raya's.
I don't
Yeah,
know where we would be without Raya
no,
this
dude.
season.
Like, are you kidding me? I mean, I actually feel like we'd probably be better off if we just started Raya every game.
Every game.
So I hate to say that about Kepa, but it's kind of the you gotta.
How underappreciated is Declan Rice?
I don't know. I wouldn't say he's underappreciated, but he's definitely like. I mean, we just love him. Like what? Like he's even like as a person, people fucking love him. So
I mean, you see, like throughout the whole game, it was just like in the midfield, in the back. It was everywhere.
he's everywhere. That's the thing is like he's you can kind of place him in a lot of different spots, and I mean he's not going to excel at every spot, but he's also not going to tank it. Like he's a very reliable player. He knows how to adapt. He kind of knows how to read his teammates and like find where people are lacking and kind of make up for it a little bit. So yeah, he's just all around. He's a very intuitive player is what he is, and that's actually really important. Because skillfully, like yeah, you can be very skillful, but if you don't have the intuition to kind of like perceive what your other teammates are gonna do, skill really doesn't means nothing, you know.
Do you think we'll finish this off midweek next week?
You know what? I can only hope so. I don't even know who are we playing next week.
No, midweek, like the second leg, Sporting coming into.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I can only assume we're gonna win at home because it's like we're energized by the crowd. It's our home base. Why not?
How are you celebrating the win tonight?
Just having beers, hanging out with friends, being here. It's my day off, and then I got to go back to the grind tomorrow.
I mean, it's good to see everybody. Like, look at Alex.
Right?
He's so happy.
He's in a good mood.
Hey, listen, I'm not playing pool very well, but Arsenal won, so
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure, man.